teaching prophet of the Lord. Gotta teach his people, exposing all the lies with the truth. Now they can see the evil. We the lost children of the Lord. Y'all should holler, chopping heads off with my sword. Holy Bible, one West, one West, one West, one West, one West. Till they bury me. One West, one West, yeah, one West, one West, one West. Till they bury me. I'm really for my people, y'all just playing game. I'm all about the truth, we are not the same. I'ma shoot it to you straight with a little slang. UPK, y'all finished, bitch, yeah, you know the name. Started on the streets back in '69. Read it in the record, now I want what's mine. Came up from the...
Shalom, Lord in Christ. I'm preaching officer of 1,000, THAMAYAM. I got with me preaching officer of 1,000, Shabbat Zahalat, and preaching officer of 500, Ma'ashallah. And this is the ISUPK, St. Louis history class. All right, do we have any comments before I start my class?
Oh, we got Officer Call in the building.
Shalom, Lord Christ, brother.
They just checking in with the greeting. Shalom, how about you, Shabbat? What's going on?
All right, Most High in Christ. If you have any questions, brother, just type it in. All right. But today's topic is about the black truth about Labor Day. Labor Day and other holidays that our people in the world celebrate. A lot of our people think these days are just normal and it's innocent. And it's just a day that you can spend with your family and celebrate America achievements, you know, the good times in America. But you shouldn't be happy in this place called America. You should remember every brutal thing they done to your ancestors. You should examine every damn holiday they tell you to celebrate and just know it ain't right. Understand that. And Labor Day, when they established Labor Day, you know, in the 19th century, right after the Civil War, that day was not established for black people. You understand? And we're going to go into the history about it. We're going to see what black people went through around this time. And also, when you think about America, remembering all the hard work that was done in America, that day should be dedicated to black and brown people, you understand? And black and brown people only. Because this place was built off of our black backs and our blood, sweat, and tears, you understand? Slavery is what built America. And our ancestors never got paid. So why should I remember any achievement in America when the achievements, most of everything you see, even the great inventions, the cell phone, a lot of things that have been invented by our people, they don't get recognized for it. So why should we recognize your disgusting American holiday?
Right.
Yeah, just take Labor Day off. Don't go to the grocery store and buy charcoal. Don't go get a grill. And if you have a grill, let that grill stay desolate. Let it stay empty. You know, don't put no fire to it. Don't show this day no high respect because it don't deserve your honor if you black and brown. Let these oppressors enjoy their holidays. That's their glory, that's their victory, and that's their achievement. When I think about Labor Day, it's no different than the 4th of July to me. What happened in the 4th of July? You know, these oppressors standing up for independence and for their rights to be treated like human beings. Labor Day, it's about oppressors getting together and coming to the government declaring they being treated wrong. And they started all kind of riots, you understand? All kind of uproars till they got it treated fairly, you understand? But guess what? After this day was established in 1854, if I'm mistaken, guess what? They got rights and got treated fairly, but black people didn't. And we're going to go into the history on how our people got treated in the poor men's strike. The Pullman Porter strike that happened in Pullman, Illinois. All right, let's get that article, if I could. And if y'all got anything to say, you can chime in anytime you want to.
Come on, sir. It says George Pullman.
Stop right there. George Pullman. This was the owner, of this company, of this railroad company that was established in Pullman, Illinois. This man was a highly filthy rich oppressor that oppressed his own people and black people. All right, but he mainly, most definitely, oppressed black people. And we're gonna read about him. His name was George Pullman. Go ahead.
Come on, George Pullman, 1831 through 1897, was an American businessman who founded the Pullman Company, famous for building luxury sleeping railroad cars in the 19th century.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It says after the Civil War, the Pullman Company became one of the largest employers of black men in the railroad industry.
All right. If you don't know what this is, this is trains on the railroad tracks that had luxury, rooms inside of these trains, And our people served these oppressors on these trains very well. Make sure they felt like they're at home. Around this time, it wasn't just grown-ups being workers on this train. It was even children, because they wasn't paying these workers enough. So they had to have their children drop out of school and help them work so they could pay the bills. But we're gonna learn about what George Pullman did to cause this strike. All right. And this is before Labor Day. Labor Day, this is what sparked off Labor Day. Understand? It was sparked it off. This riot that happened. But go ahead.
Okay. It says thousands of black men work as sleeping car porters because many other industries severely limited black employment opportunities. It says the oppression. Porters were often paid low wages and depended heavily on tips from passengers. They worked.
Say that again. Read that part again.
Porters were often paid low wages and depended heavily on tips from passengers.
Sound like a waiter to me, right?
Okay.
They were getting paid like waiters. And that's what they were basically doing on these sleeping cars. They was like waiters, hand and foot to these oppressors and wait for them to throw out a snack or a Scooby snack or, a bone or a trinket. You wait for your oppressor to show you mercy. To give you a little bit more because you ain't getting paid nothing. A lot of these workers on these sleeping cars had to work 100 hours a week. You understand? 100. So you might as well say they had to work mostly every day. That's horrible, ain't it? Did they even get sleep working these many hours? That's hell, man. That's hell. You don't have any time to yourself to have time with your family. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your house straight. You have to make sure these oppressors' house straight and their feelings are straight and their luxury time they spending on these railroad cars or these railroad trains to like you is A-OK before you even tend to your house. If you're working those many hours a week, do you even get to see your house? But that's what our people had to go through, man. But they won't tell you this part about Labor Day. They'll just tell you this is the day you got off. Enjoy it.
Okay.
Nah, man, you better remember your people and say the hell with this day and just take the day off and don't let the oppressor get no money that you work hard for out of your pocket. Because he treated your people badly in the 19th century. But read.
Come on, sir. Hold on one second. All right. It says they worked extremely long hours and spent days away from their families.
Mm.
Many white passengers treated them as servants rather than skilled workers.
Right. You know what that mean, right? Talk to me, y'all. What that mean? They treat them as servants instead of skilled workers. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Come on, Khan, sir.
No, you about to say something?
Oh, I said, yeah, they treated them like slaves.
Yeah, that's right. And why it's so important to put that in your head when you hear the word servants in this material, that you knew they treated them like slaves. Why is that so important to put that in your head right now? Because this is right after the Civil War. What was the cause of the Civil War? Slavery. So oppressors still got in their mind, these slaves, I ain't treat them correctly. I ain't treating them right. These in their mind, they still slaves because this is fresh. This is fresh out of slavery. Black people fresh off the plantation, you understand? And oppressors are mad because we are so-called free. So imagine how they treated them. They treated them, our people, with disgust. Because now I got to give you what, 10 more cent or 20 more cent instead of just not giving you nothing.
Right.
Yeah, they mad about that. I shouldn't have to give you nothing, especially a tip. The tip I used to give you was the scraps that came from the pig. You understand? Like chitlins and stuff like that. You know, whatever part of the pig I ain't like, I let you eat it without throwing it away. That used to be the tip on the plantation. Now I had to get my money. Imagine how our people got treated.
No, everybody should have thought what's going on out of one.
Hey, Shalom, how
All
about
right.
you?
That's right.
Right.
Yeah. So it was a very horrible time for them. A lot of our people had to do this type of work because this is around the same time as sharecropping too. And you know our people got swindled bad in sharecropping.
Right.
Yeah, they didn't get paid right. Some of them didn't even get paid. They were still in debt when they were doing sharecropping to the point where they had to do convict leasing. Do anybody on the screen right now know the history of convict leasing?
Sir.
Nah, sir.
All right. Convict leasing is like, say if I'm all right, I'm doing sharecropping for you, right? And I have a certain quote I have to meet, like in a certain particular time of the month. And if I don't meet that quote, you're gonna be in my debt. And a lot of times we had to work off that debt, you know, being locked up. Some of us get locked up, whatever. And guess what? This is the time they work you for free. They're working for free. You know what I'm saying? Until you paid off that debt. A lot of things you see in America got paid off through convict leasing. A lot of things you see in America right now is still getting built off convict leasing. Like a lot of brothers in prison, they get paid what 5 cents an hour or whatever, or probably not even that. And they in prison. Go ahead, Warrior.
Nah, yeah, some of them don't even get paid. Like they use them for to fight fires, to work in warehouses, build things, and some of the brothers it's just free labor. It's
Right.
just slavery all over again. Do landscaping, stuff like that.
Yeah, man. And a lot of times these damn devils, they lied about the quote. Our ancestors made that quote beyond measure a lot of times. And they'll be like, nah, this ain't the number I wanted. You owe me. You know what they do.
It's a lot if I could.
Go ahead.
Now, what the other one was saying about a lot of the workers not getting paid, you know what I'm saying? So instead of them being locked up all the time, they would give them jobs and stuff that they had to do around, that they wouldn't pay other workers to do. So like custodial stuff, like maintenance, laundry, housekeeping, anything like that. That the inmates would feel like that's a sense of kind of like being back out in the world. You know what I'm saying? So they would take them kind of jobs like that for no pay at all. You know what I'm saying? Just so they wouldn't have to sit in the cell or you know what I'm saying? In pub all day. You know what I'm saying? So
And
yeah.
Salakia too, the companies paid the state, not the inmates.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
The
right.
state. Mhm,
You brought that out right there. That's why I want to hear. They
mhm.
paid them. So guess what? They getting paid off your free labor. And that's what these oppressors want to do. They want to work you for free but get paid off your free labor. Got down these oppressors, man, and so-called Labor Day. Ain't nothing wrong with you taking a day off, black man, brown man. But don't give them your damn money. Don't go to Walmart and spend half of your damn paycheck on, a whole bunch of meat, charcoal, beer, and liquor. Nah, man, just sleep that day or stay in the house with your family, man. Treat that day like it's an ordinary day. Don't give them no high honor to make them feel like they actually did something in America because everybody knows black and brown people made this place.
Right.
All right, read on.
Come on. It says workers were sometimes called George instead of their real names because passengers associated the porters with George Pullman.
So they called the black workers George, the first name of the man who owned this company. I mean, it's the same thing as calling a black man boy. You ask me, hey boy. But instead of calling you boy, they calling you George.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
And I agree with that too. I equate it to like your last name right now. Your last name is not, that's your slave master's last name.
Right. Right. Damn right. That's why I'm so glad I'm in this truth. I don't have to go around with people constantly calling me by the name of my ancient slave master that was over my ancestor from. Only time I have to hear that when I'm on the slave, which is so-called our job today.
Right.
We call jobs in the truth, we call them slaves because that's what they are. All right. You making the slave master rich. You making America rich. You're not making your people rich. Them jobs is oppressing us. And that's how you should look at it. You need a job. You got to have a job. You know what I'm saying? In this place right here. But don't look at that job as this is how a black man should live. This is the only way out. Is always having these oppressors on your mind. This is the people that I should give my full uninvited attention to. Your slavery should be your ultimate goal. The truth should be your ultimate goal. The
Right.
Bible, the Most High, not these damn devils. You should look at these devils and say, I can't wait till the day I'm over you. You shouldn't have it in your mind that they should always be over you and nothing is never going to change. Yes, it is going to change. It's going to change. But guess what? It's gonna take us to wake up and make it change. You know what I'm saying? We always look at them and be like, hey, your time is ending because it is. America is falling. All right, read on.
Come on. It says Pullman created the town of Pullman, Illinois, where company workers live.
So that means he didn't only just own the railroads, those sleeping carts, trains on the railroads. He owned a whole goddamn town where his workers live. So guess what?
Dang.
They was paying him rent. Yeah, he was making boss moves over his own people as well. He wanted all the damn money and he was getting it. You understand? Let's see what he was doing. Let's see if he was a fair oppressor or he was a greedy man, just like all these damn oppressors, most of y'all they are greedy men. You understand? They can never have enough. Read on.
Con. It says the company controlled housing, stores, and many aspects of workers' lives.
Damn. So not just the housing, they own the stores, they own the whole thing, the whole operation. Every time you spend your money, it's going into this oppressor hand. You understand? It's going into his pocket. Damn. Read on.
Con. During the Pullman strike, workers protested wage cuts while rent and living costs remain high.
And who was these workers that was reporting the wage cuts? Pilgrims, our oppressors today, the YT people. These were the people that caused the strike. All right? But guess what? This been going on with our people back in the day. They was getting no press and they wasn't saying nothing because they know they ain't have no rights and they just dealt with it. These oppressors can't take a couple of weeks of oppression before they start crying. Just imagine them being in slavery when Christ come back, when we have the power. Oh, man. They can't endure the same thing we endure, y'all.
Right.
You understand that? They go to crying when they get just a little bit of pinch of oppression. They go to crying. Hey, let me get Revelation 13:9, Baba Gashaw. Anytime y'all brother got something to say, y'all can say it. Know what I mean?
Con.
Yeah, con, sir. If I could add on to that, you know, the oppressor, the white man, he can't even, you know, the sun hates him, man. He go outside and the sun is gonna damn near kill him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That if he don't duck and hide in them caves or put some sunscreen on, he ain't gonna be able to make it. You know what I'm saying?
You already know that. Hey, most high Christ.
Hey, but when he become my slave, he gonna have he ain't gonna have no excuse. He gonna have plenty of sunscreen.
Man, you are merciful. You understand? Mashallah.
Yeah.
You are merciful because suntan lotion shall be a crime on my plantation. I bet I catch one bottle of suntan lotion. Just like they bet not catch a Bible or any kind of book to read in your house on the plantation. I found one bottle of suntan lotion. I'm gonna beat you till I'm tired. To me, you're cheating. You're cheating because I want the sun to touch you extremely harshly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You better not have no sun. You better not have that. Don't cheat me. Come on, have no suntan lotion. You understand?
Okay.
Some of it, they go ahead, Warrior.
No, I'm gonna have it. They just can't afford it though.
Right.
Yeah, right. Okay, Christ.
They're not gonna make enough to afford it.
Because you ain't paying them nothing.
Right.
Yeah. So y'all got that scripture?
Come. I got the book of Revelations, chapter 13, verse 9.
Go ahead,
If any man have an ear, let him hear. Verse 10.
Hey,
he that leadeth.
Hold on. Stop right there. If any man have an ear, let him hear. You know these oppressors, they got ears, but they don't want to hear about slavery. They want to hear about your oppression. They don't hear nothing when it comes to the pain of black people. But guess what? When Christ comes back, they're going to hear. They're going to listen. They're going to finally one day pay attention to all the crimes they've done on this earth. All right? Read on.
Verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Why don't your Christian pastors, I'm talking to Christians, why don't your pastors read this that's in the New Testament? They say they believe in the New Testament. Why they don't read this part where it says, he that lead the people into slavery they got to go into slavery. Huh? And guess what? These words are written in red.
Right.
Anytime you open up the Bible and the words are written in red, that is Christ talking. Christians say they follow Christ, y'all. They say they follow Christ. Christ said, if you put a people in slavery, you're going to slavery.
Right.
So there's no salvation for the YT man, for these pilgrims. There's no salvation. They're being saved for slavery. They're not going to be saved. They're going to be saved for slavery. You understand?
Right.
They're not going to be saved to be in rulership with us. They're going to be saved to build our kingdom that we're going to have rulership over.
Right.
And the best part of us ruling the new kingdom of heaven is to see them to have no justice. Is to see my oppressor to have a shirt on saying white lives matter. Oh, yes, I can't wait. If they be allowed to make the shirt. But I want to see them have the shirt on. You understand? Now, times my people march and have Black Lives Matter on. I want to see them plead and beg for justice and mercy like we do. And we don't never get it. Man, that should be a glorious day. But our people are so full of compassion. They say that's too harsh. Don't do them like that. We can't be like. But the whole time, if you in that Christian church, you are trained to be just like your oppressor. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Just like them. You just don't know it because you're too damn brainwashed with that damn Christianity. Everything you do is about being like them if you're in that Christian church. And that's why you celebrate goddamn Labor Day, because you want to be like them. And our damn people celebrate these holidays more better than they do.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see more black people outside on Labor Day than our oppressors.
Right.
We take these oppressor holidays and claim that these are days. But they're not. Because if these days belong to us, why don't these days put money in your pocket? Why don't it support the black community? Labor Day takes away from the black community. All right? All these holidays do, because it's not putting back into our neighborhoods. It's putting back into America and making them look glorious while we still build this place up from our back in blood, sweat, and tears. And they still don't recognize it, but they want you to recognize Labor Day. Goddamn that thing, man. But read on.
Khan. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Man, we being unalive constantly by these oppressors. They quit to say, what about black on black crime? Let me tell you something, man. How it's going right now, and from what I see, man, why don't black crime is real high. To the point where you shouldn't even, man, the hell with black on black crime, man. What about white on black crime? You understand? What about that? I know black on black crime happens, but white on black crime never gets solved. White on black crime, it gets supported by America. You understand?
Right.
They support black on black crime too. They like for us to unalive each other. But guess what? It definitely hurts when these oppressors do it to us and we don't get no justice. You understand? And all they can say is, what about black on white crime? Remember, what about black on black crime? They use that crutch to unalive us to say, it's okay. Y'all kill each other. Black people should get offended by that. You understand? That's a huge insult. Because these oppressors unalive themselves too. The internet shows it. It's white on white crime. White on white crime just don't get gaslighted. You understand? Ours get gaslighted. So let's drop that scripture and let's go back to the material.
Khan, so if I could add on to that.
Go ahead.
And you know what? A lot of those oppressors and all our people out there don't even realize that, all that pedophilia that these white folks is doing, that's white on white crime, man. They got a lot of that going on. Your whole government is ran off of, you know what I'm saying, pedophilia, white on white crime. You know what I'm saying? The damn president of the United States, you know what I'm saying, got 32 felonies.
34.
You know what I'm saying? They got a 34 felon. They got a whole Epstein Island of white on white crime.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Yeah, right.
it's like,
my
go
bad.
ahead,
Nah, don't let him get away with it, mashallah. Don't take away too. Make sure he had 34.
34, yeah.
No,
Give them all of them. Give them all of them, yeah.
And Salakia, man, don't forget the deadbeat white dads that be killing their whole family.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? Them the real deadbeats.
Right.
Lose a job and jump off a building, or annihilate the entire family, the wife, the kids, and everything.
Apes.
Go ahead, Carlson Paul.
Colonel Khan, yes, Salakia, sir. I wanted to finish, if I could, the rest of that scripture on what you on Colonel Khan, on what you was talking about, because it's so heavy. It says, here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And I just wanted to bring that out, sir, because what you're talking about so heavy, like, I know you bring it out as a history class, but all of this relates, right now, to the day, you know what I mean? How we working, man, and with the convict leasing and all of that, because according to the Constitution, it's legal to make you a slave, if you commit a crime, so brothers and sisters are still out there, in a lot of these prison systems, and they are working, under that gun and doing the landscaping and doing all the work around, the cities and things of that nature for, 27 cents, get a checker. Money's about $56 and things of that nature. So, brothers and sisters still going through the same thing. And even on the street, it's like we being oppressed, working hard every day with no end game, though. It's like you got to work a job 30 years, just to see the end, the so-called end game. And that ain't even really enough to retire off. They give you might get your Social Security and your pension if you're getting one, the 401k, if they don't wipe that out, you know what I mean? We still working hard, trying to get an end game, trying to get, some type of freedom, and some type of reward for the work that we getting in, and they rigging up the system, and it's like we can never obtain exactly what it is that we looking for our hard work, sir. For like, entrepreneurship, business owners and things. That's just a brother trying to get some type of freedom, so he ain't got the man foot on his neck every goddamn day, So, that scripture will have it, because it says who that leader in the captivity, he'll go, because a lot of brothers and sisters depressed about their situation, trying to find a better way, man, and just can't seem to, get there. I'm speaking from experience, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why it was so heavy for me, you know what I mean? But the patience and I keep my faith up, knowing that the one that's doing this one day, like you said, we're gonna be on the other end of the gun, and he gonna be up under us, we're gonna be giving the orders. It's like the what?
And also it's heavy what Mashallah brought out about Donald Trump having those 32 felonies. I mean, my bad. He said 32 felonies, even though it's more, but it's heavy what he brought out, because, when you think about Donald Trump having all those felonies, mashallah, man, you hit something heavy with me, because I'm one of them black people that have a record. You know what I'm saying?
Come.
How many of us have a record?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Man, when mashallah, when you brought it up, mashallah, that just stayed in my brain. I said I should have had that in my brain from the beginning. You understand? Of the class. Because how many times you go apply for a job and they don't tell you I'm not hiring you because of your record. They just don't call you back, and they tell you any kind of story because they don't want to deal with you because you got a record. But look, Donald Trump got more felonies than I do.
All of us together on the stage, he got.
Listen, man, I was just talking about that, man. Right. Me and my rib was just talking about that. I just applied for a job, and they sent me an email. They doing a background check, and they sent me an email asking me if I have anything on my background, because it's taken a little while for the background check to clear up. And I'm thinking to myself, these goddamn criminals got the nerve to ask me about my background. Meanwhile, you raped, robbed, and murdered and pillaged the entire earth. You are the criminal.
Right.
And you worried about a damn background check.
Right.
Man, the oppressor is the devil the Bible speaks of, man.
That's right, man.
Right.
Right, man. I mean, they commit crimes and their charges get dropped. We commit crimes and our charges never be forgotten about.
Right.
They're going to follow you to the day you die.
Right.
God damn, these damn devils, man. But let's read the rest of that material. Hey, Shradazar, Marjali, y'all can take over for me for 1 minute?
Come on, sir.
All right.
Hey, also Shradazar, I sent you a message on your WhatsApp. Give me a just give me a call whenever you get a chance. I got something for you.
No sweat.
I want you to look into it, see if you're able to do it. It's easy as hell. Let me go back into this information real quick. 1 second. All right. It says during the Pullman strike, workers protested wage cut while rent and living costs remain high. It says the struggles of Pullman porters helped lead to the creation of the Brotherhood of Sleeping Car Porters in 1925, led by Philip A. Randolph.
Right. So this man, this man, George Pullman, he was what you call a tycoon. You know, he was rich, a rich oppressor, man. He owned everything. Meanwhile, he got these porters. You know, porters are people who work on the railroad, and you know, there was many jobs after the Civil War. You know, that was one of the most stable jobs to have, is being a porter. Why? Because on the railroad, you do a lot. You carry luggage, you know what I'm saying? You making passengers' beds, you cleaning the train or the cars, serving the food. You even, you know, buffing shoes or whatever. I mean, that's why you're making the tips. So it's one of the most stable jobs. And he would what you call be considered a tycoon. He was rich. He had all the money. He had all the real estate and everything. And he couldn't lower the cost of living. He couldn't even do that for the people that's working for him. And that's the same spirit you see on the oppressor today. That's the same spirit. These people, they work you to death. You know what I mean? And you can't even make enough money to pay this rent. The rent is $2,000-$3,000 for a 1 or 2 bedroom, man. You can't even make enough money it's the same thing that you're reading right now is happening today. These people will never, ever, ever change, man. Right. Never change. They are the devil that the Bible speaks of. And for us to think that we are going to change these people, for us to think that you're going to march, sing, protest, you know what I'm saying, pass laws, and blase squaze, we shall overcome. That ain't working. It's never worked, and it never will work. You know what I'm saying? We need to do something different, man. We need to do something different. We need to do we need to do what God say. We need to do what the nigga God say to do. Because the nigga God made a covenant with us, man. And he told us, what's a covenant? It's a contract, man. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going, he never breached this contract. We breached the contract. Right. Because we didn't keep the laws. So if we just do what he tell us to do, then he's going to do his part.
Damn, Lucky, hey man, that hey man. Hold up. You said contract, right? Now look, when you make a contract with these devils, right? Look how they treat you. This damn what you just read, Marshall. I just came back in, but you know I read the material, so I kind of know where you at. If I ain't mistaken, you read about him being over the housing, and you know, charging people rent, the same rent, but cutting the wages on how you pay them, right?
Come.
So, like you said, imagine you paying $2,000 a month for a house, right? Or for an apartment. But no, I ain't gonna say a house. Say an apartment, and you made $20 an hour. How is you gonna pay that rent when he cut your wages and now you make it $10 an hour? That means you're gonna have to work twice as hard.
Right.
What's different than America raising up the rent because they want to gentrify your neighborhood? They're doing it right now, right? They up there in Atlanta. Hey, when I was in Atlanta, I seen this, man. They charging so much money for you to live there.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's right. Your wages can't pay for it. That rent is made for an oppressor, you understand, to pay. He ain't gonna have no trouble paying it. You can't pay it. Man, and it's crazy, man. But these oppressors always get greedy. And we reading about a greedy man that was so damn greedy he oppressed his own damn people.
So like
Donald Trump is just like this man. You had something to say, Marshawn?
Yeah, I was gonna say, to add on to your point about Atlanta, like they raised the property taxes up and stuff so high, the cost of living is so high. Like you said, the black people can't afford to stay in these neighborhoods, and even in the hood, they can't afford it. That's where you get all this gentrification. Now these white people just come and buying, they can afford it. They just come and buying your house up, buying your land up, and they building it up. You know what I'm saying? Because to them, they getting it for dirt cheap. You know what I'm saying? But you, Negro, you can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lucky.
Yeah, right. Most High Christ. That's why they do it. Yeah, that ain't nothing but throwback money to them. Right. You know what I'm saying? That rent that you got to pay, man, that ain't nothing. That's a chip on the old block. Well, let's read the rest of the material.
Come on. It says, it's talking about the struggles of Pullman Porter helped lead to the creation of the Brotherhood of Sleeping Car Porters in 1925, led by A. Philip Randolph.
Now let's add the number to cause I don't know the specific number, but let's add a number to when this Pullman strike had started, 1845?
This one say the Pullman strike. When did it start?
Yeah, when did it start? The Pullman strike.
I don't see it. Well, the 1925, 1894.
Yeah, 1894.
Yeah, 1894. So like it, 1894, and these brothers started their own black union in 1925. So that's like what? 29 years later, when these brothers was able to have a union or but participating in any type of union participation, because the white union that white people started, they didn't allow black people to participate. Hell, a lot of them wouldn't even let us participate in this riot. And we got oppressed more than they did. We got oppressed constantly. But if we would have riot, you know what would have happened? What would have happened if black people would have riot against this man? What would have happened?
Man, they would have unalived us.
Right. And they had violence in this riot. People did get hurt. Some people lost their lives. But if black people would have did this, if black people would have stood up against America and rioted, they would have down there unalived more than half of us. And the other half would be in jail, working for free. Yeah, man. That's why you shouldn't celebrate American holidays. Because most of these holidays, they're not all of them. When you research it and do the backdrop, going to the foundation of it, you will see some oppression of you and your oppression of your people. And it would be shameful for you to even look at and then turn around and put some baby back ribs on the damn grill like it's A-OK. Know what I'm saying? Man, hell no, man. You should just make you a hamburger or a sandwich and just call it a day. You know what I'm saying? In the house.
Right.
In the house, man. Don't go on that grill and cause a big old cloud of smoke for everybody to come to your house and enjoy the glorious victory of the oppressor telling another oppressor to treat me fairly when you was being mistreated all the day long and still being mistreated. Don't you know Donald Trump took away affirmative action? Do anybody know what affirmative action is in the class? Affirmative action. He took it away. Do y'all know what affirmative action is?
God.
Go ahead.
God, we spoke about it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, officer.
Oh no, Con, sir. I know there was like where they had to hire a certain number of blacks, minorities, and things of that nature. When it comes to certain jobs and things of that nature. But I know Donald Trump, he cut that out, so now they do not have to, hire blacks or any type of minorities if they do not want to.
Yep.
And what Labor Day is about? Labor Day is about people receiving rights, being treated fairly. Now we right back to square one dealing with Donald Trump, right?
Right.
What the hell you celebrating, man? Yeah, let's get to that material and I'm gonna bring out some more scriptures, all right? We about done with material. We got a little bit more left on that material, mashallah.
Yeah, that's it on Pullman, on George Pullman. That's it on him. Unless you want to bring something else out.
I had something else, but I'm gonna go to scriptures. Let's get what you say, Shwatazar?
I wanted to say something real quick.
Go ahead.
Because something came to mind, like Labor Day is a day off. Like you went and fought for this oppressor to give you a day off. That's it. That's basically what it is, a day off. The Lord gave us a day off, which was Saturday, which was the Sabbath day.
Right.
Imagine if we just kept the Lord's laws, just did what God say to do, right? And they would have enough respect for us to where we don't have to riot and start a union and all of this just to get a day off.
Mm-hmm.
They would have to respect the Sabbath day.
Right.
They would have to respect it. They would have to say, these are the Jews. You know what I mean? We can't work them on the Sabbath.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, right. Go ahead, Warrior.
I got a question, sir. I'm looking at the the timeline, what you gave out, which was so heavy, and how it goes all the way down to now. I guess they started to strike. I guess that caused them to do that because of their oppression. They was tired of the oppression, really. And then it gets to where they come up with this black union. I guess so they could be pulled together, treated more fairly. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying a struggle of what they fighting for. Like even it has related date. How should we actually be living? Right now, where is a certain places like everybody fighting to get to, but just can't get there. So my question, I guess, is like, if it makes sense, actually, how should we be living and, where should we be? How should our work life be? How should our, financial, life be our living situation and things of that nature? If you kind of understand what I'm saying, if you could, break that down.
Like how should we treat the money, right? Are you saying?
Yeah, Con, and like where exactly where we should be instead of being oppressed, instead of working these long hours, working overtime, and we just can't get to that next level. Most of us anyway on these slaveries and with our businesses and things of that nature. Like, how should things really be for us as God's people? And I guess as it relates to how will it change when we get to the kingdom or something like that? Where should we really be at?
Let me tell you something. I like that you brought that out. Being that I'm from Florida, right? And I've seen our people actually come together with their money and prosper. And I ain't talking about black people. I'm talking about my Mexican brothers that come
Okay.
to America. I seen my Mexican brothers come over here with a plan. You understand?
Okay.
And that plan come true. It came true so much that Donald Trump had to stop it with ICE. Hey man, they'll come over here from Mexico, whatever, you know. A lot of our Hispanic brothers, they come over here with a plan, and
Okay.
they stay in the house together, and before you know it, all of them got their own house. Before you know it, all of them got their own cars. Before you know it, one of them get their own business. And before you know it, all of them got their own damn business. To the point Donald Trump said, this gotta stop. They finna take over. Man, I seen it in Florida. And that's what we need. Unity. Old nation, not desire. That's all we need for us to come together. That's why ICE was created. Donald Trump can stand that, man. You think it's just something that, oh, I don't like them. He didn't like how they was coming up. He seen them doing their thing, man. He seen the takeover. You understand? As far as hey, tell him how it was. Tell him how you. I don't care. Not just Florida, Georgia. No matter where you go, you see those Hispanic brothers, Mexican, man, they ain't playing. They show you the perfect example of coming together, and what coming together results in power. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Man, Schwartz, tell me I'm lying. In Florida, where I'm from, the Mexicans, Hispanic brothers, period, not just Mexicans, Hispanic, mostly Hispanic brothers, period, they took over the landscaping business.
Mm-hmm.
Most people had Hispanic landscapers. Most people had, when it comes to construction, who could build a house better than Hispanics? You understand? Nobody. I dare anybody to challenge me on that. Who can build houses better than Hispanics? Will build your house overnight. Yeah. They had the best demolition companies. I ain't even gonna talk about drywall. Anything in constructions, they run it.
Right.
Georgia, Tennessee, wherever they are at, Texas, you can't beat them. You can't beat them. And guess what? They're making sure their brother got that business. They're making sure they put that in their people, you know? And I admire them for that. And Donald Trump can't stand it. He can't stand it because he knows that those people are Israelites. And they can't have all that power over here in America. So he had to come and create ICE and make up lies to come and oppress my people.
Can I add?
Go ahead, Warrior.
No, after you finish.
No, I'm done. Go ahead.
No, I wanted to add something too to what the brother was saying. Like, if you could, can I get Hebrews 13:5?
Okay.
I want to add to what THAMAYAM was saying too, man. Like, a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Lord gave us these gifts, man. We the salt of the earth. And we have these gifts, and we should take our gifts and, you know what I'm saying, we should use it for us, to take care of us.
Okay.
But go ahead, read that.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 5. Let your conversation be without covetousness.
You see right there, we shouldn't envy the oppressor and what the oppressor got. A lot of our people, man, we get, we take our talents, like, and we go in the oppressor's arenas. We make all this money and stuff like this, and we envy what the oppressor got. We only care about our immediate family. We want a mansion like him, like he got. We want to, the nice cars and stuff like that, jewelry. We want to live like the oppressor. We want to go and live in his neighborhood and live. What if we just let our conversation be without covetousness? What if we stop envying what the oppressor got, stop wanting what he had, and start thinking about us, and started to say, you know what? Let me build a all-black hospital.
Right.
Let me build a nigger school. Let me build a nigger supermarket.
Right.
Let me build, you know what I'm saying? Give me some more. all nigga barbershop, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Let me build that for my people. That, you know, instead of moving into the oppressor's neighborhood, let me get the brothers together. You know what I'm saying? And let's build our own neighborhoods.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Read.
Come. And be content with such things as ye have.
And be what?
Be content with such things as ye have.
And be content with what we got, man. Damn, you know, having all the big mansions to yourself, the cars, all the cars. Why don't you be content with one? Why don't you be content with a single family home, but your brother got a home too?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why don't you be content with what you got? But you gotta have a goddamn chain and get on. I got a condo around my neck. I got you know, your whole rent around my neck. Like, why we gotta be like that? But your brother can't pay his rent. Your brother can't even afford a condo. Your brother can't. Why we gotta be like that? Why don't we just be content? You made $100 million for the year. Good. What about your brother, man? What about your nation, bro?
Right.
Why not be content with what you got, man? And help your people, bro. That's what we got to do, man. And it's sad right now because for us that don't have it, this is what we got to do. We have to be content with the little bit that we got. Because the people in our nation don't care about us. The rich of Israel don't care about the poor of Israel.
Right.
Right.
So what the poor of Israel got to do? We got to be content with the little bit that we got.
Right.
We gotta do it the best that we can with this little bit and try to manage throughout the day by day with what we got. We gotta just be satisfied with it. You know what I'm saying? Right. While the rich of Israel is, oh, I got a condo around my neck, around my wrist. Damn all of that. That we need to change that. Right. And until that, if that don't change, man, we ain't finna get nowhere, bro.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, heavy.
Damn right, man. And also too, hey, Stone Lord Christ, warrior.
Hey, Lord Christ,
cover thumb.
Shalom, y'all about to
y'all shop brakatah. Hey, Marsh, correct me if I'm wrong. You know that scripture where it says money is a defense? Is that in Ecclesiastes chapter 7, where it says money is a defense?
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, hey man, I clapped up for Shabbat.
Ecclesiastes 7 and 12.
Yeah. Can you get that
Ecclesiastes?
Yeah,
Ecclesiastes. Is that Ecclesiastes or Ecclesiasticus?
No, Ecclesiastes.
Okay, come.
Damn right. Yeah, I paraphrase a lot, you know. Man, I should be sharp with those scriptures, man. I should know them like in the back of my brain, like it wasn't about nothing. I paraphrase.
Ecclesiastes.
Yeah.
Slack, what was that, sir?
Huh?
7 and 12. Ecclesiastes
7 and 12. Okay. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense.
Mm-hmm.
But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it.
Y'all explain that to me. Talk to me. What the scripture talking about? I mean, it's clear to see.
That boy's gonna take a shot at it.
Hey,
I take a shot, sir.
Go ahead.
Okay. It says for wisdom is a defense. You know, having the wisdom, like, you know what I'm saying, what Officer Shirachazar just brought out, you know what I mean? with that scripture, you know what I'm saying, on that topic, having that is, the wisdom, having the scriptures, like I say, wisdom would be the stability of the time. That's what's gonna keep you stable. Then it says, and money is a defense. Money is a defense, but the excellency of knowledge is, the excellent, the miraculous thing about having knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. Meaning that, long as I got that wisdom, even though money is a defense too, but long as I got that wisdom, even if I don't got the money, then I'll be okay.
Now check this out. Is money is defense if it falls into the hands of a crackhead?
La.
And why it's not?
He gonna smoke it all up and get high, sir.
And why he gonna do that?
Because he don't got no wisdom.
Damn right, give him a hand.
So in actuality,
he a broke nigga with money, right?
Right.
So what's better? So what's better? Having money or wisdom? Think about it. Because check this out, Mashallah could give me some money. You give me some money, right, Mashallah? But what's better? You showing me how to get the money, right?
Right.
I don't have to keep on asking you for those goddamn money. Show me how to fish. Know what I'm saying? You know how many people get money? Look at these rappers. Look at all the money they got, right?
Gone.
But do they have wisdom? Really? Ain't nothing more better than a wise person with money. What would y'all consider a wise person with money?
Man, tell you something, man.
Because wisdom is a way better defense than just having money. Look at P. Diddy. He got money. Is that nigga wise?
See.
He thought he was. He thought he had a plan to have a tequila farm. Well, tequila farm he was trying to get. Marshall, you heard about that? He was trying to get a farm, not a tequila farm, but a agave farm. My bad, Salakia.
I ain't hear about that one.
You hear about that one? Yeah. I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard. I knew he had alcohol in a clothing line. But what makes? Go ahead.
No, you're talking about Ciroc?
Man, I forgot. But I know he was trying to get to a tequila brand, something like that. But in order to have that, you had to have agave because agave made tequila, right?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he flew out to where they were manufacturing it at, and he found out that they was like giving him the cheap version of the agave, but charging him something like the full price of sales or something of that nature. Right. But he kind of like tossed up the whole industry when he did that with them with the Ciroc. So yeah, you're right. You're right about that, Adwan.
Oh, but what Ciroc is? Is that
Ciroc, that's his drink.
But is that tequila?
That's
vodka, I think, right?
Yeah, I think that's vodka.
Yeah,
vodka.
Yeah, I don't think I tried that too many times. That's like it.
Yeah.
But it was something like that. But it's like, how you put it, man? I forgot what I was bringing up because I was trying to figure out that agave thing. But like, you if you're not a wise man, and what's wisdom really? What's wisdom in this world? If you black or Hispanic, the law, statutes, and commandments of God. Not your conspiracy theory or what you think up in your own head when you laying down in your bed and you think it's gonna work. Something like the Black Panthers, they thought they could go under the flag of Africa and it was gonna work. They thought that was wisdom. That is not wisdom. According to God, wisdom is his laws, what he told you to do. And what God told us to do is very perfect. A perfect thing to do. Separate yourself from these damn oppressors. Separate those. And the white man's not the only oppressor. The Africans are oppressor. You understand? The East Indians are oppressor. All of them are oppressors. Do not give them your love.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
It said the dispute it wasn't primarily about his personal visiting the farms. It was about his business partner Diego, which distributed and marketed De Leon tequila. According to a lawsuit Combs filed in 2023, he claimed Diego was neglecting De Leon while giving more attention to resources to other tequila brands.
Yeah, it basically like, it basically like, you know how, okay, they didn't bring up the charges about Bill Cosby, right? Until he tried to get what, NBC? Yeah, remember that?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I know about that. Yeah, he tried to buy NBC. Yeah, a lot of celebrities, when they get all this money, right? And they think this money is defense. They get big headed and they think, oh, I could do this and do that, knowing damn well they've been working for these oppressors. They've been oppressing their own people. You understand? Like, go ahead.
Nah, Thamayam, I was just gonna say, like, how you trying to buy NBC? You didn't establish NBC.
But hey, man, that money.
You know, that's why money can't buy you wisdom, dog. You can have money, but it ain't gonna buy you no damn brain.
Right.
Why don't you?
You should. Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
No, go ahead, Thamayam.
No, you should have took that money and put it into your people. You got people like Oprah and other rich celebrities. What they go do? They take that money and spend it in Africa.
Man.
They go buy school. Yeah. They have Africa go get schools and stuff like that. But do y'all know the real reason why they invest in Africa?
I heard about it, but I forgot. I think it's for tax breaks. Is it for tax breaks?
Write-offs. Yeah, you're right. Give them a hand. Tax write-offs. You know, they get that money right back. And more. So guess what? They invested because they got more back. You know what I'm saying? They ain't willing to take no loss for nothing. You understand? They know they invest in Africa, they go get that money back from the government. But they invest in you. They invest in you. Man, the government ain't gonna support me.
And what's the proof? Colin Kaepernick.
Right. Damn right. And what? Kanye West, all them. You know. And when you try to invest in your own people, man, they let you know they're not gonna support you and they're gonna shut you down. But wisdom is a defense. The best wisdom for you to have is to come into the ISUPK. If you understand that the wisdom that you need is the laws, statutes, commandments of God, can't nobody teach you the laws, statutes, commandments of God better than the Israelite school, universal practical knowledge.
Right.
Because we don't, in this school, we don't water down nothing to make you feel comfortable. If you don't like it, you can get the hell on. We tell you you can't wear dreads because it's eating culture. You know what I'm saying? You can't eat catfish. We tell you a lot of things that you're not used to doing, but guess what? It's gonna require that for you to change, for you to be a Israelite, for you to be a whole nother person, the person you should be. You gotta take the spirit of the oppressor off of you. Know what I'm saying? And the oppressor, he lives wild. Shalaki, my phone was going off. But yeah, that wisdom is for you to change. And now when you get the money, you know exactly what to do with. Now when you get the money, you know how to use it as a defense. Because money in our hands is supposed to be more than just a defense to your individual self. Your money is supposed to be a defense for you and your people. You see how the Chinese man come over here to America and take that money and send it back to China? Because guess what? He coming over here to make sure China be straight, because he over here working for his damn people. What
Right.
we working? What black people working for over here, man? What we doing?
A Bentley.
What again?
You said what the pastor working for?
No, I said not the pastor. I said my black people. What they working hard for? What they really working hard for? If they working, if they
a
over here working
Mercedes.
hard, what you say again?
A Mercedes.
What else?
A gold chain, some rings, a nice house, white picket fence, a whore.
Salaki, if I could, sir.
Go ahead, warrior.
You know, kind of like Officer Sharathas I was saying earlier, like you go buy these big old chains and you know all these nice fancy clothes, but you're not doing them but shining on your own people. You know what I'm saying? You're not shining on the white man. You know what I'm saying? He don't give a damn about you driving a Chevelle on some 26s through his hood. He don't give a damn about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The white man, he gonna have on, you'll never know how much money he got. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have some dad jeans on and some New Balances. He gonna be good. But not you, Negro. You got Salaki. Go ahead, sir.
No, go ahead. You're right. Go ahead.
Yeah, but not a Negro. He gonna have this big old chain, like I said. I got your rent on my neck. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm Mr. Take Your Bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like you just trying to shine on your own people. You're not trying to shine on the white man. You know what I'm saying? That's a lie.
Right.
And right. Most side crack. Clap that up, man. And right. Man, let me tell you something. I seen Chinese people, white people. You know, a lot of them shop at. They got that real money. They got that old money. You know, they shop at the thrift store.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They have they have a Benz and all that, but they be having on thrift store clothes, man. Cause they a lot of them, especially Chinese people, they invest their money in their people, and that's what they're supposed to be about. You know what I'm saying? And that's what black people need to understand. We gotta invest our money in our people. So guess what? You gotta pull back that money out of the Christian church, because the Christian church don't invest that money in black people. Everything that's going on with black people, all the wrong things we going through, is we have to blame the Christian church, because that's where all our money go to. It don't come in the truth. We the last place that money come to, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, our people, they hired the Christian church. So hold them responsible. But if you put that money in the right hands, guess what? That money will become a defense.
Right.
That money will go towards black and brown people, as it should be. All right? And that's very important. We understand that. So that answers your question, Akal Sapar?
Khan. The water.
Right. Yeah, right. And man, shit, y'all had somebody had something to say?
Nah.
I thought somebody said something. But with that, man, hey, we running low on class time. Do anybody got something to say before I shut it down?
No.
Lie, sir.
La, sir.
And that was it on the material on the article I sent to you, mashallah.
Khan, sir. That was it.
All right, man. With that, hey, that's my time. I'm preaching officer of 1,000, THAMAYAM, you know, and I got preaching officer of 1,000, Shwadazah Halak with me, and officer of 500, mashallah, and officer of 50, Akal Sapar. I remember your name, Warrior.
Khan.
And Trooper Calathon, mighty man. Yeah, you in Orlando, Florida, right?
Con, I'm in Gainesville right now at the Slave, though.
Oh man, you in Gainesville? Damn, okay,
Yeah.
Man, make sure y'all press like, share, and subscribe. This is the ISUPK St. Louis history class. All right. Make sure y'all share on all social media platforms. And with that, shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom, Israel.
Preaching prophet of the Lord, gotta teach his people, exposing all the lies with the you know the name. Started on the streets back in '69. Ready